What's going on, everybody? I'm Fozzy, and today we got bored. We're done digging for now, sort of, and we're gonna work on a special little project. What that special little project is, I cannot show you because unfortunately, future me got a little carried away. But what it is very special, and I think you're going to enjoy. So let's carry into a time lapse and see if you guys can figure out what it is before I tell you. So now that we got the base of the farm done, what is this? Like, what did we build during that time lapse? Well, this is just a stone generator. Very simple, three-sided stone generator. So you have, down here real quick, you have pistons right here behind these blocks that are going to push it out that way. And then you have these pistons right here, which are going to push it up. So that's going to create a wall that kind of, well, it travels up. And then once it gets up, 12 blocks, we're going to push it out towards the middle, which is necessary for the amount of Skulk that travels. It travels pretty quick, and if we don't spawn-proof something just right, then unfortunately it could break everything, all the redstone included. So behind this obsidian, that's where those pistons are. So basically straight back right there, there's some pistons that are pushing out. Right here is the up. So these walls right here, these stone bricks, these are going to be replaced by stone at some point, and then we'll mine out the stone brick because it doesn't convert. So this is just a filler block, but the farm is fast enough once it's running to just push up a stone block real quick, and it doesn't even phase the lava. That is actually what's blocking this, as you can tell. So it's fast enough that it doesn't bother it. We did some testing. We really wanted to make sure that it wasn't going to mess with anything because, stone generators are finicky. So what we're going to do now is we're going to put some repeaters behind all these blocks. Like I said, there's pistons in front of these, so we're just going to bang bang all the way down. Make sure they're all one tick. Not ticks, tick. Ticky ticky tick. I don't have any building blocks. Let me grab some building blocks, and I will be right back. Okay, now that we got our building blocks again, let's try this again. So what we're going to be doing, and I actually don't have enough redstone, so I'll have to go get some redstone too, but we're going to put a block there, redstone, block, redstone. So this is the general setup for the lower pistons. So this is going to activate. Yes, so these are the up ones. So these will be pushing up, and that will be that circuit. And it feeds off of that circuit up there, which is the pushing out mechanism. So like I said, I don't have enough to do this all, but we're going to put these repeaters in because that part's pretty simple. CBs. Gotta sweep, according to B-dubs. We gotta be back down here. Not down all the way. I meant up here. There we go. That's where we need to be. So I'm gonna actually... You know what? I made a pathway over here. I'm stupid. I don't know why I did that. So this is a farm of our own concept. We watched a couple videos just to see how they work generally, and once we figured out, we went with it. Oh, seriously? No, that's one shy. Of course, one shy. I need to put that in. Remind me to put that in later. Yeah, we generally watch one or two videos just to see how it was done, and then just kind of went wild, made our own design, like we did the concrete farm and concrete farm slash concrete generator. And honestly, I really like building up our own designs and concepts for things. And what's really cool about this farm is it works super fast. It's super efficient. So all of like I said earlier, these stone are going to get replaced. Well, these stone bricks are going to replace with stone at some point. So it'll just push up and then it'll hit 12. And then once that 12 limit is achieved, there's going to be an observer system up there that just constantly pushes out when it can. So it's basically going to be this up in the air a little bit, minus the stone generator itself. And then probably over there, maybe over there. Right above it, we're going to have a gold farm. And it's going to be a portal ticking gold farm using, unfortunately, the Bedrock mechanic. But they make really good farms. They output a lot. It's crazy. And they're super simple. You just need a bunch of obsidian. And that's pretty much it. And we can decide, maybe we want 2 portals or 4 portals or 10 portals or whatever. We can make some pretty gnarly XP system in here. This isn't necessarily going to be XP. It's going to be mostly for the block itself. But, I mean, if we're desperate for some XP, why not? The base is right over there. Shulker Farm is right there. Why not? We're probably going to be in this area. Just have it preloaded for like 30 seconds or whatever. And, there's your XP if you need it. So, I'm going to grab that one repeater. I'm going to make another one. And we'll catch you guys back when we finish up all this redstone, because it's all generally the same. Once you kind of start this, you're just going to do this all the way around. So then have to put a block there. No, I don't need a block there. This will feed in off of 3 separate systems, which is kind of cool. So it'll just keep looping around. And then over here, we're going to have a hopper clock at some point. Once, tying in the whole system and connecting it. So I will catch up with you guys when I get all of this redstone in on the rest of the 3 sides. So we got a little bit carried away and we finished it. We're sorry, but unfortunately we were just really in the mood to just build it and not really in the mood to record. So, unfortunately, that's just how it is. But we're done, guys. So, we're done with the Skulk farm. It has ran, obviously, you can tell a little bit. Quite a bit, actually. We've gotten, this is just the start. I think we've gotten like 5 or 6, 7 shulker boxes full of that already. Got some empty ones. And this is all the veins we've been getting. Unfortunately, they break when the pistons go off. So, they're kind of hard to get. And we got some sensors and catalysts and all that good jazz. But here's the top, guys. So this is the cool part. This is what we really wanted to show you. So I'm just going to mine this out a little bit so you can see. And see what I mean? The vines are only right here, really on the edge of the platforms. So they are really hard to get unless you're like aiming for it. But this is that redstone upper line that I was telling you about. So we got, it's really annoying. Get out of here. So we got a redstone signal coming up off of these observers, and that triggers all 3 sides. And that is tied into our hopper clock, which is what starts the whole system. So this is our hopper clock right here. It has 8 items, and it actually ended up being perfect for what we needed. Don't mind this. We'll talk about that in a minute. We got, like I said, guys, we got carried away. I'm sorry. Okay? Forgive me. Anyway, we'll get back to that. So this hopper clock actually controls, well, spoiler, both farms. And first off, you know what? Let's just show you. So this is that observer system that I was talking to you about earlier. And then this is the lower portion, guys. So every one of these actually comes down. So these pistons right here are, this redstone is for the pistons that push it out. So they're the ones pushing it out that way and out that way type of thing. This redstone signal is tied to this circuit, and it comes down, and this is what pushes them over. So, or up, excuse me. This is what pushes them up. So why we did that, reason being, is it makes it a little bit faster. And we don't have to worry about lava getting in the way or stone or any of that. And, whoop. Ah! Don't want to die. Alright, so we're going to just fly up here. Again. So we got that system. The clock is still going at this point. You can see how it's still going right there. And so the stone generator is still technically moving. But because we haven't mined anything, it doesn't move. So it only pushes in and fills in what it needs. So you can just sit here and just mine the Skulk block like crazy, guys. It's crazy how fast this thing is. We might change this up a little bit in the future, and I'll show you why, because of the other farm. We actually ended up learning from this farm. I know, it was so quick. How could we possibly learn anything from it? But guys, I'm gonna be honest, this took about 3 or 4 days, so it definitely wasn't quick. Okay. So a lot of playtesting, and we might figure out some kind of collection system down there at some point. I don't mind just kind of walking around every once in a while and picking them up. So this is how the Skulk actually spreads. This is just a single ticking portal farm. That's really loud. So single portal ticker. We might add a couple more, but honestly it keeps up just fine. For one person, it's perfect speed. Nothing really, in my opinion, it doesn't really need to be faster. In fact, I don't know if I want it to be faster, because it's already a little hard to keep up with one person. Maybe if we figure out that collection system down here, possibly might add some more. Because, guys, remember, this is also XP. So if you come in here with a not Silk Touch hoe, and you're coming through and mining all this, you're going to get quite a bit of XP. You're going to repair all of your tools, you're going to repair all of your boots, and all of your gear. Pretty easy. Now, unfortunately, on Bedrock, you can't hot swap to the left hand. But if you're quick about it, and if you mine it in just the right way, you can switch tools real quick if you're quick with it. Mobile users, I feel like, would be even faster to switch tools, but that's how you would get XP from this farm. It's just really not what we're going for. It's just a nice kind of byproduct. Like I said, we want this stuff. We're going to be making some walls with this. It's going to be pretty... We're going to need a lot. Let's just say that. So, I know you guys want to see this. What is this? Well, it's the same thing. Just kidding. It's almost the same thing. Basically the same thing. So, inside, we got the same setup, and you guys can kind of see how it works from the inside. But this is a moss farm. We decided, you know what? This is going to be super efficient from the Skulk farm. We learned this is really efficient as a stone generator, and it ends up working out perfectly as a moss farm. So let's go up to the good stuff. This is the moss farm. Now this is what took a while. I'll admit. There was some headbanging on this project. And it's got some really, really weird redstone, unfortunately. There's just not much we can do about it. It had to be kind of weird. And I'll kind of show you why. So, why is that there? Oh, that's a wall. I don't need that. So, it's essentially the same system as over there. And then we tied in the bone meal dispenser to it. So that's what kind of made it a little bit more funky, is because we have the water stream literally right above the redstone. So yeah, there was definitely some head scratching on how we can accomplish this. But we got 3 dispensers with moss. Okay, let's actually go back in there. So we got 3 dispensers with moss, and we have 2 with water. I think I meant 3? 2. 2, yeah. 3. We do have 3. Okay. So we got 3 dispensers of water. You can kind of see those 1, 2, and 3. And then moss, moss, and moss. Those are getting bone meal. So the water actually breaks up all the carpet and stuff. And under here, there's supposed to be mine carts going back and forth, but I do not hear them. We can't turn them off. So we might need to fix the mine carts and start those back up. That's not a problem. We need to Honestly, we just need to make it where they turn off because we've been in and out of this chunk for so much that it's probably just got unloaded, to be honest. But this thing is fully 100% self-sufficient. All of the extra stuff, once the hoppers are filled and all the dispensers and all of that for the bone meal, all the extra just goes this way and falls right into here. And that's all of the extra, guys. And we only ran this for about an hour. So, excuse me, but hell of a lot better than our one at spawn. The one at spawn was a first iteration that we did. And let's admit, this isn't even a 2.0. This is just all around better. So I'll actually take a peek up there. And this one has 2 as well. So there's a bone meal component, and then there's just the stone generator. And we're going to see how this works a little bit. Like, check this out, guys. Look how satisfying this is just for a little bit. So as you guys can kind of tell from that, it starts over here. This is where it comes up, and then it snakes around. First dispenser is right there, and then there's another one right there, and there's one right there. And then everything that's extra just flows on down. So there's nothing extra at this point. It's pretty, and there it goes. See, just like that. Every once in a while, one will make it all the way through, but what's kind of cool is because it flows so slow over this glass right here, these pistons have all of the time they need to pick up whatever bone meal they need to fill up. So by the time it gets to this third one, generally there's only 1 or 2 extra that gets through, but that's fine because it's still extra. Self-sufficient, sustaining itself, that's what we like to hear, right? So this is generally the little AFK spot we made just to kind of watch it, see what's going on. You know, I mean, you don't have to be up here. It's just, let's admit, it's pretty satisfying. And we finally figured out the water timing, which was really important for this farm. Otherwise, you end up wasting a lot of bone meal, and that's not really good. It's, you know, lossless is what we're going for. And again, this is our own design. Obviously, it's based on this one over here. It's almost identically the same thing, besides this top portion. The, you know, I mean, the pistons even are the same. It's the same clock. Literally everything about it is the same. And if you guys want a tutorial or a little bit more in-depth how to do this, either of these farms, please let us know down below, and we will be more than happy to build some tutorials for you guys. Pretty easy tutorials. Don't get me wrong, the redstone is pretty complicated, especially if you're a newbie, but I don't think it's too bad. Honestly, if you know generally what you're doing with redstone, it's pretty simple. We like making our own designs. Like I said, it's really fun. We both enjoy coming up and brainstorming and, you know, banging our head on a wall every once in a while because it's just that much fun. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Actually, one point, we can run all 3 of these farms at the same time. I'm sorry, that was random. Thanks for enjoying the video, guys. Hope you come around again. Peace out. Love you guys.